Are you trying to reduce your weight? Some of you might have put some extra kilos and now you have no idea or you are struggling how to get rid of those extra kilos from your body. Welcome to episode number 2. If you have not watched episode number 1 already, I would highly recommend to please watch episode number 1 because we have laid some foundation about weight loss and what sort of equipment you need, how you're going to take your measurements, and how you're going to count number of calories. So please watch that video first. In this video today, we will be talking about the diet plan for today, the meal plan basically, and what sort of ingredients will you need and what are the basic and simple recipes which are going to keep you full but at the same time will help you in reducing your weight loss. And also I'll be sharing how many calories you'll be eating today, and again, depending upon your own target weight, as I mentioned in episode number 1, you can reduce or increase the quantity, or you can also reduce some ingredients which you think that they might have slightly higher calories. So again, you can slightly tweak this whole meal plan. So let's start this video. So in this video today, the meal plan is very simple. So we are going to have breakfast, and breakfast would be consisting of a power smoothie. Then we will have a snack number 1. Then we will have lunch, which will be basically chana chaat or lobia chaat. And then we will going to have snack number 2, and then what we are going to have is the dinner, and then we will be taking green tea. So these are simple things that we will be taking today, and I'm going to now quickly share the recipes. Before I start the recipes, please make sure that you should not take dinner after 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. is the cutoff time. If we are eating dinner quite late, let's say 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. and we are not sleeping enough, then it will kill the whole purpose. So basically, if you are following the diet plan, make sure that you take dinner at 6 p.m. and then after 6 p.m. you can only have green tea, but you should not be eating anything else. Otherwise, you are not going to reduce your weight. Obviously, your metabolism works and you have to digest the food. So make sure that we are not eating dinner after 6 p.m. So let's start with the first thing, and that is our breakfast. So in breakfast is very simple. What you have to do is you have to take 100 grams of berries. If you don't have berries at your home, you can take any fruit, but not more than 100 grams. Then you need to basically take a blending jug. You need to put the fruit inside it, and then you need to add 1 tablespoon of sunflower seed, sesame seed, and pumpkin seed inside it. And then basically you can have 150 to 200 milliliters of milk, and then you can blend it. If you would like to add, you can add whey protein to give you protein source. If you don't have it, you can have roasted chickpeas inside it as well, but it's totally up to you because it will give you some little bit of protein inside it. And obviously I have also used chia seed. I have soaked it in the water, and then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of soaked chia seed as well. And if you see on my screen, you can see how many calories it consists of. This is quite a heavy breakfast, and it is going to keep you full for entire day, to be honest. Like if you have taken this, then this will keep your stomach also quite full. And approximately that you can take this breakfast from, let's say, 7 a.m. or around 8 a.m. And then the second thing you will be eating today is your snack number 1. I have taken 50 grams of chickpeas. You can also see on my screen that how many calories it contains. And then after that, you will have your lunch, which should be around 1 or 2 p.m. Time. And basically, if you see, this is quite simple. In Pakistan or India, we always like to eat different sort of charts. And this is a chana chart. You just need to take basically 100 or 150 grams of chickpeas. You need to boil them, and then you can add different sorts of vegetables. You can see I've taken cucumber, for example, or onion, or for example tomatoes. Chop them and then you just mix them all, and then add a little bit of spices like salt, for example, and the chaat masala that I talked about in episode number 1. Again, you can add any seasoning if you would like, and then you can add a little bit of yogurt. Yogurt should not be more than 150 grams or 100 grams, for example, because if you're eating too much yogurt or milk, it might you might have lactose problems. You never know. So you can use, I have basically used vegetarian or vegan based or plant based yogurt basically. And then after the lunch, what you're going to have is basically snack number 2, and snack number 2 should be taken around 3 p.m. and snack number 2, I have taken 100 grams of carrot and 100 grams of apple. So if to give you a context, 100 grams of apple actually means half an apple. It is not full apple. again, if you see the number of calories, we are basically counting the calories as well, because as I mentioned in episode number 1, if you're eating too many calories in a day, then it means that you will be putting more weight on, because if you're eating more calories than your required calories, then it means that you will be putting on weight. And how I have calculated these calories, I can share the link as well on, and you can just go on the website and you can just add the ingredient inside and the quantity, and you will be able to see how many calories it has given you. And after that, we will be eating our dinner. Dinner is quite simple. It's called chicken boti. So basically what you are supposed to do is basically I have taken 400 grams of boneless chicken. Obviously, I cook the meal for my family as well. So I have taken, a larger amount, but obviously I'll be taking very small portion out of this. So 400 grams of chicken boti, what you need to do is you need to take, any cooking utensil, and also you need to put little bit of ginger and garlic. I've taken 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic. You can add the chicken inside it, and then you can just cook it for, let's say, 10 minutes without adding anything, and then you can put 1 tablespoon of olive oil. But remember, we are not adding more than 1 tablespoon, because if we putting too much oil in subcontinent, we are used to putting too much oil in, it is going to add very large number of calories in your food, and obviously it will not help you in reducing your weight loss. And then you can add little bit of capsicum to give it more flavor, and also like tomatoes, mix it up and then cook it for, let's say, for 15-20 minutes on medium flame. Keep stirring it and keep cooking it as well. And then you may also add some sort of seasoning. Seasoning should be added at the start, I forgot to mention. So what sort of seasoning is inside, depending upon your taste. I have added coriander seeds, I have added cumin powder, and coriander powder as well, and you can add karai masala if you would like, but again it depends on your taste and flavor. You can add a little bit of salt as well. And then obviously after with this dinner, you need to have loads of vegetables. So I've taken a vegetable salad. You can add vegetable of your choices. So I have taken standard vegetables that we use in our salad, and you can also add a little bit of yogurt, for example, if you would like. Mix them up, and then you can see the size of the plate I'm eating. I'm only taking 150 grams of meat from here, not all of it. Remember, the portion size is very important. If you are eating too much again, then it means that you are going to have more calories in, and you can see how many calories that this meal will contain. And obviously, as I mentioned earlier, that after 6 p.m. you should not be eating your dinner. So make sure that you you abide by that. Otherwise, this weight loss journey is not going to help you. If you have skipped your lunch, for example, or if you've taken your lunch late, let's say at 4 p.m., then you need to skip your dinner, because dinner should not be taken after 6 p.m. So you need to make sure that you are eating in a proper time. Otherwise, the diet plan is not going to work. Again, as I mentioned, that this diet plan has worked for me, and my wife have mentioned about it. So this diet plan really works. So it's totally up to you. If you are following it, religiously and rigorously, obviously it is going to work for you as well. And obviously, after you finish your dinner, after maybe 2 hours, like around 8 p.m. before you go to the bed, you can have a green tea. It is very good. Obviously, at that time, you will start feeling a bit of hungry, but you can have green tea. I'll be taking some water, obviously green tea as well, and then I'll be adding a little bit of lemon as well. I will not be putting any sugar inside it, because if we are putting sugar inside it at that time, obviously sugars, they are carbohydrates, and obviously they are not very good at, specifically if you are trying to sleep or you want to sleep at that time around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So I would not advise to put, any sugar inside it, but if you would like, you can add a little bit of it, but not more than that. So this is the diet plan. I hope that you have enjoyed it. And the recipes, as I mentioned, they are quite simple. And obviously, if you need any help, like personalized help for your diet, for example, or if you want to talk to me about my weight loss journey as a one-to-one consultation, obviously you can always email at info@AGH-Reliance, and we can have a discussion about it, or maybe I can help you in making a personalized plan for you. But again, these videos should be very helpful. The videos I'm making, there will be 15 more episodes coming up tomorrow. I'm going to talk about what will be the plan for day number 2. But obviously, if you have any questions, anything you would like to comment, please write in the comment section. Please also do share this video to your friends and family. Anyone who needs help in reducing the weight, please do share, because this I have mentioned in episode number 1 that my weight loss journey is now approximately now for 20 years I have been fighting against weight. I kept regularly gaining or reducing weight, but I think this diet plan and these recipes and the plan that I'm following is working very good for me. And please also, if you can do little bit of light exercise. I'm not talking about heavy exercise, maybe 20-15 minutes of walking, for example, or little bit of brisk walking, for example. These kind of little exercises that you can try as well, because you don't want to lose your muscle mass. You want to basically strengthen your muscles as well at the same time. But as I mentioned in episode number 1, that is 90%, which basically is your diet, which will play a vital role in your weight loss journey. So thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm your Hassan, signing off.